It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see Christian Watson. He had a touchdown last week.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game.
Yeah, week 2, he was electric. See what week 3 has in store. They'll come out throwing here on first down. This one swung out here to Jones. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And it's third down. Hey, you look at this Saints defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They go play action here on first down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Over 600 yards and a rookie receiver best 7 touchdowns in 2022. Not a shabby debut for Watson, but the Packers need to develop into a number 1 for one of the league's youngest and least experienced receiver rooms.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
At the Saints 29-yard line.
Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Carr. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. When you look at this Packers defense, it's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. The Packers at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Colin Saunders. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. On play action, they'll throw. A check down here to Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task.
Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds Watson complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They go back to the ground with Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to move back in front. Anders Carlson now for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and now we've got a 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Carr. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Carr. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Cameron Jordan, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
That's going to be caught. That's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Carlson on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The focus goes back to Chris Olave, the Saints offense. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. more touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Now Carr. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From midfield, here's Carr. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
In fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 11. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw.
He'll find DeGuara complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
11 more on that one and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
From 17 yards out.
And the Packers are able to widen their advantage. Now Carlson for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional in the battle.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right about the 40. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Flush to his right. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Give him 32 on the play. Now Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Touchdown, Packers! Josiah DeGuara from 3 yards out. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely coming from his head coach.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Carr now on 1st down.
Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
To throw his Carr.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Now Carr again. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. His throw incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
He completes it to Olave.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Saints get a bit closer.
Carr will look to throw. Complete at the 1. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than 1 play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On play action, they'll throw.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser. It's a gain of 35.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The 20.
There he goes again.
And he gets it all the way down to the 3. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Carl try it again on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What's your hope?
All wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Doubs, 47 yards. And the Packers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So Frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Carr. He's got Smith here. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Devontae Wyatt.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Devontae Wyatt.
2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Well, a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. A give to Jones. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. On 1st down, Carr. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas. A gain of 15. And the Saints first down.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.